What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Madden
Select the team you
franchise
want to
mode.
join.
You already know by the thumbnail what team we are picking, and it is the Los Angeles
Start your
Chargers.
season with recommended settings. If you wish
We're
to
not going to
change
be a
roles or
coach. We are
adjust
going to be
options,
the
use the
general.
tiles
Actually,
on
we're
the
going to be the
left.
owner. We're going to be the owner. A lifelong fan. Yes. You already know the name. Gamers Goon. Can't even type. I'm a lousy person, I guess. Gamers. Here we go. Goon. We got that done with. Lifelong fan. Here we go. Preseason week 1. We're not going to be playing preseason in this video. That will actually be the next video. All
Start
4
your
matches
week
of
by
preseason will
installing your
be in
game
the
plan.
same video. But this is our introduction of the series, so that means we got to look at our roster. Now, I will tell you that some of these positions we don't have solidified starters at. And one of those positions that we don't have a solidified starter at is quarterback. Right now, throughout preseason, we are going to have Herbert and Tyrod Taylor go through the quarterback battle, which you guys will be seeing in the next video. And will the rookie, Justin Herbert out of University of Oregon, get the spot week 1, or will it be Tyrod? We do play the Bengals. It could be a rookie-rookie matchup with Herbert and Joe Burrow, or maybe it's going to be Tyrod. We don't know just yet. We're going to have to test both guys out in preseason. But one person that does have a solidified spot as a starter on the roster is Austin Eckler out of Western Colorado. We're probably going to use Justin Jackson and Joshua Kelly a little bit throughout preseason. We're probably going to use Justin Jackson a little bit throughout the actual season as our second back, possibly receiving back. Then we go to receiver. Receiver is a spot that we are not very strong at necessarily. I would actually say that receiver we could use some work, and I'm going to be honest with you. Keenan Allen, obviously, starter. Not even a question mark. Mike Williams, a starter. No question marks. Joe Reed, possibly going to be a starter. Not 100% sure. Darius Jennings, we'll have to test him out. Andre Patton, we're going to have to test him out. KJ Hill, someone I want to get on the field at some point in his rookie season. We'll see how things go. Jason Moore, we're going to test him out. And then Jalen Guyton, also going to have to test him out here in the preseason. Tight end, we do have a starting tight end. Hunter Henry, 25 years old, 85 overall, out of Arkansas. I think everybody knows how great Hunter Henry is. I think he'll be a big part to our team this season. We do have Virgil Green, more than likely going to be our second tight end. We might run some twin tight end sets this season. We have Steven Anderson out of California, Donald Parham, we have Andrew Vollert, and we have Cole Mazza. So we do have a deep tight end core in terms of players, not necessarily quality, but we will probably be making some cuts to the tight ends this season. And we go to left tackle now. We do need some work on the offensive line. Trey Pipkins, our starting left tackle at the moment, 62 overall, and then we have Trent Scott also there on the left side. Left guard, we have Forrest Lamp and Dan Feeney. This is going to be one of those that we are going to be testing out to see who might start over one another in the preseason. Then we have Mike Pouncey, one of our captains of the team, as our starting center. That one is not up for debate. We do have Scott Quisenberry, we have Ryan Groy, and we have Cole Toner as possible options to groom and develop behind Mike Pouncey. Then we go to right guard. We have Trey Turner, once again a solidified starter on the offensive line, and we have Coda Martin behind him. Then we go to right tackle. We have Brian Balaga, who once again is going to be a solidified starter. Then we have Sam Tavee, we have Storm Norton, we have Tyree St. Louis, and Ryan Roberts, who will all be fighting for that backup spot to Brian Balaga. Obviously, our right side is a whole lot stronger than our left side. Left side's going to be something we're going to have to focus on, whether that be through free agency prior to the season or developing somebody, or even in the draft next season. We're going to be looking to fix that left side. And then we get to the superstar of the team. We got our left in a elite defensive player in Joey Bosa, 25 years old, out of the Ohio State University. Not much else you can say about Joey Bosa, and he has Isaac Rochelle behind him. Then we go to the right inside. Once again, defense is going to be our strong suit here in the first season of franchise mode. We have Melvin Ingram, a captain, Melvin Ingram the third, if you will. He will be on the opposite side of Joey Bosa, so it should be a fun time pressuring those quarterbacks. Then we have Joe Gaziano and Jesse Lemonnier. So we do have possibly a little battle here between Gazzaniga and Lemonnier for the backup right end spot in case Ingram does go down. And then we go over to defensive tackle. Now, whether or not we look at this and we know that Tillery and Justin Jones are both close, we actually do have two solidified starters on this side of it. We are going to be starting Linval Joseph and Jerry Tillery. Justin Jones is going to be that third guy. And then we have Damian Square, Cortez Broughton, and we have P.J. Johnson all behind them, who will all be probably playing a whole lot more than Linval Joseph in the preseason. Tillery is going to get some preseason snaps because we got to see what he can do. Then we go to the outside linebacker position. We got Uchenna and Wosa, left outside linebacker, 23 years old. I'm very high on him. I think he could be very solid for us for years to come. We're definitely gonna be starting him. And Kaiser White, another guy that I want to find a way to get into the rotation defensively, whether that be as a middle linebacker, maybe lining up on the edge here or there. I don't know, but I think we're gonna get Kaiser White into the game here this season. And then behind him we have Emeka Igbule, who is out of Houston. He's gonna have to probably impress me in the preseason. Then we go to the middle linebacker. We have Denzel Perryman, Drew Tranquill, and Cole Christensen. Denzel Perryman will be our starting middle linebacker. I know that they do have the same overall, but Denzel Perryman is going to be the guy at the middle linebacker spot. Drew Tranquill will be his backup, and he'll probably see a fair share of snaps here this season as well. Then we go to the right outside linebacker. We have Nick Vigil, 27 years old out of Utah State. We have Kenneth Murray, 21 years old out of the University of Oklahoma. He is a rookie, and we have Malik Jefferson out of Texas. I actually have a good idea on who I want to start, but it's gonna be whoever wins this battle in the preseason. I'm leaning towards Kenneth Murray at the time, just because I want to throw him out in the fire and get him some experience first year on the franchise mode. And then we go to cornerback. Cornerback, I think, is going to be a solid year for us. We do have Casey Hayward Jr., going to be one of our locker room leaders, if you will. We also have Chris Harris Jr., also another locker room guy. Then we have the younger guys. We have Desmond King, who obviously is going to find his way into the rotation, whether that's at slot, or I might even line him up as my second corner. And Michael Davis, also probably going to find his way into the rotation. Then we have Brandon Faison. We have Tavon Campbell, Quentin Meeks, and we have Dante Vaughn. I expect Quentin Meeks to probably be more of a special teams guy. We'll see from here, but Desmond King might even be on special teams. We might have him on returns, depending on how the rest of our teams are looking. Then we have, at free safety, we have Nasir Adderley, second year in the league, 23 years old. He will be our starter this year at free safety. Behind him is Rayshawn Jenkins. So there's not going to be any battle here between Adderley and Jenkins. And last and certainly not least, we have probably my favorite player on our defense, maybe even better than Joey Bosa in terms of how much I like him. Derwin James out of Florida State, young, 24, just one of those safeties that if you have him on the team, he's going to get the job done and he's going to do it well. And then behind him, we have Roderick Teamer Jr., who might be a special teams guy for us, and Alohi Gilman, who will probably just be, he might be cut, but we'll probably have him on the practice squad if I'm going to be honest with you guys here. Then we have our kicker. We have Michael Bagley out of the University of Miami. And we have our punter, Ty Long. And as you can see, we also have our draft picks. We have this year's draft pick. We have all of our draft picks this year and next year, so we don't have to worry about scooping our draft pick up. So if this year goes too terribly, we do have the ball in our court. So that is really it here for our first video. I'm going to go into our salaries here and see who I think it's probably Keenan Allen. It's actually Melvin Ingram. So we do have a lot of space. Who do we have employed next year? We have a decent amount locked up next year. But before we end this video, I do want to go over to free agency, see if we can piece together a deal, maybe to bring in somebody, whether it be a receiver or maybe even possibly another guy on the left side of the offensive line. Taylor Gabriel, that's an interesting one. Donald Penn, maybe worth. You know what? How old is Donald Penn? 37. I'm really interested in Cordy Glenn though. I think we're gonna take a. We're gonna buy on Cordy Glenn.
Here you can see your player's strengths.
We're gonna sign Cordy Glenn to a 1-year deal. He signed, so we did add Cordy Glenn, and I do want to look at a receiver possibly. We see Taylor Gabriel, Josh Gordon, Paul Richardson, Jarius Wright, Jerron Brown, T.J. Jones, Tavon Austin, Russell Shepard, Benny Fowler, Shelton Gibson, Carter Lewis, Ryan Grant, J.J. Nelson, Malik Turner, Emmanuel Hall. I want maybe a speed guy. Let's see if we can get somebody. J.J. Nelson, Taylor Gabriel. How fast is Emmanuel Hall? 93, 6'3". Emmanuel Hall is. I think we're gonna add Emmanuel Hall, and he'll be having he has a 29-week injury. Taylor Gabriel. You know what? We're going to bring in Taylor Gabriel. For the veteran experience, we're going to bring him in. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the first video of the franchise mode. On the next video, we are going to be doing our quarterback battles, which will be going throughout training camp. I'll see you guys then.